Hi, YouTube. Hey, welcome on in. Hey, first off, I want to start off by saying that, hey, this is my first playthrough. I don't know all the tips and cues as to how to get certain things. We're probably not going to touch on all your favorite runs and 100% it. There's a lot of people out there in the comment sections just breathing down heavy. You're not going through my favorite route. You're doing stuff incorrectly. Yeah, it's my first playthrough. Of course I'm going to do stuff incorrectly. And of course we're going to try different elements of doing stuff. Sometimes listening to the narrator, not listening to the narrator. But that's the main regard is this Slay the Princess told us at the very beginning is that there is no right ending, right? There is no right ending. So no matter what way we approach this, we're gonna bound to go ahead and get a different story or different element. And I invite you guys to come on through and help us out, especially as we go on through and especially as we get some of the storylines that weren't told previously. So it's just super duper important that aspect. I do highlight the individuals come through and check us out and backseat. That's fine with me. I don't really care for that regard. But with that, I do want to go and highlight this. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a couple games. We just finished Little Misfortune, fantastic games. Right? Correct. If this finishes up the at least the first full playthrough, we might be like moving on to another game, or we might come back if more people want to go and help me out and get some of those endings that are really hard to get, or you need to hit specific points or whatnot. But aside from that, we have a couple other games on the wait list. We will be playing Death Stranding coming up soon, waiting for Death Stranding number 2 to come up as well. But aside from that, we have a couple other games on the wait list for us to play as well. We will be playing Edith Finch this Sunday, so by the time this video comes out, it might already be too late, right? It's probably already out on YouTube by the time this video comes out. We will be playing To the Moon, and we have Fran Bow in as well on the playlist. Aside from that, I have Amori and Undertale also queued up, and I might just be doing a poll and finding out what people want to go ahead and play. Those are all fantastic games. All games that people... Oh, and also the Beginner's Guide. Those are all games that people have been recommending for me to go ahead and play. So I might just leave it up to you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yes, it's my first playthrough. I'm not going to get everything right. But I'm at least attempting to go ahead and like dig into the game and see as much as I can of it. Because it's a ton of fun. And that's what games should be. Games should be fun, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I did read somewhere that I should probably scoot up. They said something about either scooting up or bringing down chat. I'm going to go ahead and bring down chat. Hold on. Oh, hold on. There we go. I'm going to bring down chat and then scoot it up because it was interfering with some text. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me bring this up just a little bit so you guys can hear a little bit more, a little bit better. I'm just looking to achieve a really good game. I haven't played Beginner's Guide. I played Stanley's Parable. I've also played Doki Doki Literature Club, which was an absolute blast. And with that being said, let's go. Have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong endings. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. Guys, let's go ahead and continue from here.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
No worries, Ryzen. I appreciate it. Deja vu. Chat is somewhat transparent, so it was okay, but she's speaking out loud, so not a big deal.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Oh, okay. What's the reward? Me waiting patiently, endlessly? The cycle should end after this run, so it would be a splendid place to call it. We'll see. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
No more waifus?
You have to put an end to her.
No more waifus?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just
Oh,
get in
no.
there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Oh no. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Hold on.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because
Sure.
the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
But I think the main regard, and I guess this is something I have for you guys, is what genuinely happened that has the princess in chains. Regardless of what may have been, it's always important to go
Unless,
to
of course,
conceptualize.
you do your job and slay her.
Okay. Killing a princess, do you have any
Look,
evidence to
you're
back it up?
already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Sure. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be?
Secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Oh boy! Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face
And I
to
guess
face.
we'll just have to see what
Sure.
happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more
There's
you
no
listen
voice
to
of
her
the
honeyed
hero.
words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Hi.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right?
Voice of the hero,
She's
there
a
we are.
princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Let's proceed to the cabin. I wonder what would have happened if I
The interior of the cabin is
the
almost
sword,
entirely bare. The
go
air is
down and
stale and
drop
musty, and the
Or go
floor
down
and
and not
walls are
use it.
painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
All right. Yeah, I was curious if you've ever brought it. I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, hold on. Let me try that. Better? What do you guys think? Better? All right. Legeru? Awesome. All right, let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
That's one thing I love, no matter how many times I hear it, is the narrative of this game. The way that this narrative introduces this world is so fucking amazing.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Whoa! Whoa, that's wildly different than before. Hold on.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
What?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just checking in on you. Hello? Housekeeping? Hello? Housekeeping? 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 Señora, no sé. A mí me mandaron a limpiar aquí el pinche cuarto. No sé, aquí traigo una pinche escoba. I have a broom. I have a coca. You want me to fluff the pillow?
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Oh no.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay. Okay.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh, she's not in the furry mode. Steal your nerves. Oh, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. What? No way. Why would you even think that? No. No, señora, aquí yo estoy. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steal your nerves and step forward. You know what? I'm gonna be like a little kid. I'm gonna be like a tsundere.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Right. Nuh-uh. Fine, I'm not dropping this knife because you asked me to. Tsundere playthrough.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Baka.
Maybe now we can just talk.
Oh no.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine.
I hope so.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
It's not like I want to slay you or anything. Baka.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Oh, a relationship. Oh. Wait a minute. It was an acquaintance. It was a start. Wait a minute. We being in a relationship with you? Oh gosh. I guess that's really gonna push my power to 100% full cow. Oh no. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship. Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill? Okay, I'm not gonna. That's. There's people out there who think, yeah, that's a good one.
Don't just tell her that.
I will, narrator.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Oh.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Oh.
Just how long has she been down here?
Yeah, wait a minute.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? Wait, no. I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons. I'm more inclined to trust you than I am to... Okay. I can play... I can play Palpatine here and like be switching sides from one side to the other.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart.
Riz mode.
Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
I still have a few more questions before I decide what to do. Actually, I've changed my mind. I don't trust you. I'll see what I can do. I still have a few more questions, but I feel like that's going to agitate her, and it's going to get her to just not trust me anymore.
Fine. What do you want to know?
Good. How long have you been down here? Hold on. Out for a second. Hello? Can you... For some reason, my OBS... My computer... It's weird. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. The computer went for some reason. Anyway, we're back. It says, computer encoding overloaded, even though it's only using 1%. Sure. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
No, pues, está chingón, está cabrón. Your Royal Highness. Your Royal Highness. No, hombre, ya la regó. Ya la regó con esta, Your Royal Highness. Oh, yeah, pobrecita. By the way, it went down again. I don't know what's going on, but sure. Hold on. Hello? Why did everything come down? Oh no, I can't see shit. Oh, there it is. Ah, we're back. You can address me as Your Royal Highness or Her Majesty. Ugh.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Ugh. Okay. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? Big buffer unload.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Okay, damn. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she
You're
offers
very
no specifics.
short.
No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
My God. Okay, how could I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Oh, can you guys hear me? Hello? You might want to restart. Why? What's going on? You guys want to refresh? Yeah, I was about to say, I think we're good now. It was just that little bit where for some reason my cards there... I hope so, at least.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
Oh.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
Even when you refresh, Legeru? Hold on. Are we good? The video was just freezing, but now it seems okay. Okay, good. Yeah, for some reason it took down my, like, I don't know what happened, but everything went dark on my end. So just refresh if you guys are hearing this and you guys will catch up.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Yeah, I know why I'm here. I'm going to keep you locked away for down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other for a while. I decide to do what to do. Keep her locked away. Damn! Damn! We can literally decide to keep her locked away. Hold on. Yo, restarted OBS. Test, test. All right, good, good. Instantly. She killed us, guys. All right, I feel like if I slay the princess, the entire root of questions that I'm asking here would just be for naught, right? Also, I gotta make. I'll check that later. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. I'm gonna keep you locked away down. So we can either keep her locked away down here and see if we decide, or we can immediately help her. Ooh. Ooh. That's two solid options, I'm not gonna lie. We either decide to go ahead and get them out of here, or keep them locked away down here for a bit while we decide. I feel like if we let her out, she's gonna backstab us. Right, but I feel like if we try and slay her, it defeats the entire purpose, you know? Chat! You know what? I'm gonna keep you locked away down here for a bit, but then is she really gonna trust us? Yeah, I have to, while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Oh.
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Oh.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the
Oh.
right one.
Okay. I'm locking her in the basement. Well, she's gonna get out. Fine. Okay. Let's get you out of here.
Oh, for the love of...
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
You're making a huge mistake.
I don't know, narrator.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't, do you have an idea besides me cutting you out of here? Yeah. And if there isn't a key...
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Damn! Oh! Oh! I know that she's bitten off her arm and, like, doing 1,001 things in that regard, but she's just so nonchalant about it. It's crazy.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a
she
lock
slipped out of it once
sliding into
before.
place. Is someone else here?
Alright, let's try the door.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Alright,
You
try the door.
but it's locked from the outside. I'll repeat myself once again. You're
Fuck!
here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed
man,
to.
my heart's like...
Easier for whom?
Right.
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
I like how the voice is completely different from the first time.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Let's save the princess.
Against your better judgment,
Oh! Her eyes!
the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
Her eyes!
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Oh,
How is she so composed after losing an arm?
it's like she's not even
It's like she
bothered.
isn't
Yeah,
even bothered by it.
big eyes.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Why not cut at the wrist? True. All right, let's approach the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair,
Oh,
your
shit.
body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Oh shit! Again.
Watch me.
Narrator. Oh, I can warn her. Oh my goodness.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her
Woo!
back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't think it'd be possible for her to actually see through that she's mewing. And that we'd get the possibility to resist again.
I'll make this quick.
Ooh.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Oh.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end. isn't it?
Oh.
I'm
Oh
afraid
my
it is.
god.
Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
But think about it this way, right? You see someone, and even the choices that we were making were a little conflicted in of themselves, right? Do you see someone come through? Would you not do the same if you were the princess and you see that like the person is struggling with choices and whatever is going on in that regard? Like, ooh, the prisoner. Eh?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Is a
is a
princess.
princess.
Oh no.
You're here to slay her.
Uh-huh.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. Okay, no.
Don't you start grandstanding about morals.
Okay,
The fate of the
no.
world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around.
Voice
I
of the
wouldn't trust
skeptic.
a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Damn straight.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Okay.
As far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large?
You love this
I
from the
told you
most,
about the
Lord?
stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Sure.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to
I
kill us.
love how a little decision makes a whole new route come through. One small decision made an entire new voice come through, from like the opportunistic to the skeptic to the hero to the lover. Like, it's one choice and you're going down a completely different
That doesn't
path.
sound like the sort of thing I'd do. Which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Sure.
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Same.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
What if the princess is really the only thing that exists and we're just a figment of her imagination going through, and she's endlessly stuck in that dungeon thinking about what a hero would do or look like to come and save her? Either be moldy, be sickly, be with long nails, short nails, coming through and trying to either be that prince or that demon, and we're just stuck in this infinite loop.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
True.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here.
And yet we are.
Here we are. You're talking in circles.
I love this voice of the skeptic.
No, I'm talking in facts.
Oh, let's talk about
Just
this
be quick
princess.
about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her, and all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything.
Oh.
Fine. Check your pockets.
Alright, check our pockets.
Put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
No.
Within, you find your handwriting.
No.
It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
No. Wait, who's not to say that you didn't do that?
That doesn't prove anything.
Yeah.
How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
Oh my god.
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side. You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to? Exactly. Because you not doing what
Seems
I tell
legit.
you to do means you're putting the world at risk.
If you're the narrator, for whatever reason you cannot tell this character shouldn't, would you approach it in the same way as them?
I think we've got everything out.
That's hard, Legedu. That is such a good question, though. I feel as though you play a fine balance of overstepping your boundaries at any point of time to get be mistrusted, right? All right, that's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
All right, let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop
Welcome
you
back,
from
Never-Ending
slaying
Lies.
her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says.
Just
go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink? No, I didn't.
Wink.
Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Skeptic, I love you. All right, let's proceed to the cabin. Skeptic.
The interior of the cabin
Whoa.
is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Sure.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
In the mirror.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I feel like not taking the blade. I feel like if I take the blade after our whole conversation, the amount of trust that we were building with her, it's just gonna come back and bite us in the butt, right? You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
Oh. Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What
Ooh.
good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door.
It's a wall.
There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Unless
Hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
this is how the narrator looks inside to see what's going on.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's
The
gone.
the narrator
If he
works
doesn't
through
want us to know about
water
it, it must
and
be
mirrors
important.
and
We
glasses.
should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
All right, let's enter the base.
Very different, yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it
Right.
change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
Fine, let's explore.
You take the blade
Narrator.
from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Oh no. All right, let's enter the basement. Here we go, guys. Uh-oh.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands.
What
in
the
her lap.
fuck? What the fuck? Wait.
So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
That's
Have
wild.
you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Right.
That was there last time too, wasn't it? It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Maybe killing the last guy made her feel like she needs to be shackled. The neck one's a bit difficult to cut her out of, yeah. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her there. Sit with the princess.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Oh shit.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at
This
ease.
is wild. Alright. I'm not gonna boundary test, I'm gonna sit where I'm told.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
What happened last time after I died? Oh. Ooh. I have a couple questions. Ooh.
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in.
Oh, here we go.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
So she just magically gets sent back in? Wow.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
Wow. So it's not even like we just were like, it's the same princess, right? It's not even. Ooh. Could you imagine being put in her place? Like the learned hopelessness and helplessness that comes through with this.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
God.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea.
That's why you have chapters.
Or how.
Right.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Okay.
It's complicated things how exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Sure.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just...
Oh no.
Good luck. Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the
yeah.
woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles. I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
All right, hold on, chat. I gotta run real quick. This is really, really fucking good. I'll give you guys my thoughts right now. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Oh my goodness. Hello, it's Chair. This is interesting though, because at the end of the day, it's literally a game of being gaslit and manipulated into thinking that you have the free will or free choice to pick a pattern that's going to go ahead and influence and or save the world, when in reality you're ending the world no matter what you do. So, I actually like this voice of the skeptic. It's one hell of a ride.
That's pathetic.
One hell of a ride to be here.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Right.
Exactly. He gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Right.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, You need to accept that.
And I mean, we'll never have enough information, even in our own world, in our own life, in our own realities. Like, we're working with an imperfect frame of information, no matter what we do. That's just how it is. We have to do what's best for us with the information that we currently have.
I won't. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
You or the other chain on the wall, who was it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Oh my.
Maybe it'll fit.
Oh my.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Is that an option though? You were okay, hold on. Before I inspect the shackle. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Whoa.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Right.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
I know we've seen beast versions of it, but
Though I suppose you
Oh
could
my
just be here
God.
to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
no. How am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice your head is in a shackle too? True.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me. And watch
You're
me
gonna
work.
cut your way out? What the? Wait, but how? But then you still have your hands.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't
No
be
way.
suggesting that.
No way. No way.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Right.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
But she has 3 chains attached to her.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
True.
So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help.
Oh. Sorry, she might use it to kill you.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
Fucking narrator.
Pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Right. You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me. I'm not giving you a weapon in case you forgot and you killed me last time with it. I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon. Okay, I'm trusting you. Give her the weapon. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon. Deal with it. I think I'm just going to leave you here, actually. Okay, fuck. I want to inspect the shackle, but I feel if I do, she's going to attack me with my weapon. So I have to find a way to put the weapon down to be able to go ahead and inspect. Or should we just give her the knife, chat? I want to explore, but I feel like if I explore any of these, Legedu says, give the knife. No way she would cut her head off. No way she would cut her head off. Something to follow your heart. I feel like if I inspect the shackles with the knife, it's only going to backfire on me. Okay. I can cut you out of there. I'm not giving you a weapon. I'm not giving you a weapon in case you forgot and you killed me last time. Exactly. So let's go ahead and you realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right?
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me. I'm extremely patient.
As I've noticed, yes.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
Right. Inspect the shackle. I'm not a weapon. Okay. I'm trusting you.
Slide it over.
Ooh.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation,
Ended the world.
Right?
Oh, already tried to take over, buddy. Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves.
Exactly.
I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
A little. I think you got your point across.
Fine.
Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
Chat, I'm scared. Chat.
She pulls up her hair,
No way.
smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat.
Chat.
What is she doing?
Chat. Oh no. Oh no. Wait.
She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own.
Oh no. God. Oh no.
No.
Do I look away or do I watch? I'll watch in uneasy silence. Ah!
Eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she soars through skin, veins.
How is she still going?
At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck.
How? Oh, what the fuck?
Dad, she's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink.
What the fuck? What the fuck? It is what it is. Finish the job.
Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens.
Ugh!
The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
At what cost? At what cost?
Huh.
We did it,
So I guess
boys.
That's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead.
Yeah, what's the
What's
rush?
the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason.
True.
She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
Why?
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
Leave the base. No, this is gonna be fucked up. Chat. Now listen here. She's technically dead. She's technically dead. So I'm gonna take the princess with me. She's technically.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
Oh?
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not?
What if she's not? Yeah.
Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
Leave the cabin and claim our reward. It's the only option we have, chat.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Wait, what?
Well played.
Huh? Huh?
This
Huh?
is the end of the world, isn't it?
What?
I always thought I had explain myself if I had to watch it happen. It's already
Oh, shit.
over. Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all.
Thank
Maybe
you.
it was just the end of his.
This is a fucking cool finale. I'm not gonna lie, Zealor. This is actually a really, really nice finale. Holy shit.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Oh, they just take her. It's cold. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not for me. It's gonna be okay, just trust me. We've been through this before.
But
You'll
it
always
feels
get
so
scared.
bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Is it?
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
Whatever's going on the other side is going to be nice. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Feels too good to be true.
I know, skeptic. Let's approach the mirror. Approach the mirror. Gaze into our reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them lead, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. Oh no. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh God. Oh God.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet.
Oh God.
We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
No. There's trees and stars and there are people, I think. At least you're supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
This entity makes me feel all sorts of things. In a way, sadness by what they're going through to experience the world. And at the same time, like, I don't know how else to put it, but like warmth at the fact that like they're experiencing the world by the actions that we're creating, even though some of them might be extremely horrible. Like they're still learning and adapting and growing and seeing their vessels and experiencing new things. Everything you say feels no. Do you think anything? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not.
Right.
She will make for a clever heart.
Oh.
Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Do you think anything is real out there? Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken? When you send me back, there are voices that speak to me. Some of them are mine, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator and he wants to kill you. Ooh, do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does. When I find them, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does. And when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. He does. And when I find him, I'm going to kill him. Oh, shit. Have answers? Or take action. I'm gonna kill him, chat. If I find a narrator, I'm gonna destroy him unless we get good answers.
If he drives you towards my destruction, then he is steeped in delusion, for he does not know me. Just as I hold compassion for you, and you hold compassion for me, you can hold compassion for those who have wronged you.
Damn! Damn! The entity is speaking fucking facts. True, not everyone is a villain in every regard, right? We can still hold some degree of empathy. How many more vessels do I need? Do you think there's anything real out there? Do you think you're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something.
Right.
But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you know what's going to happen when you've awakened?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Everything you say feels like
I'm
a riddle.
sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers...
No, I
then
like
you
your
need
answers.
not
It's
ask me
just you're a riddle queen.
questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular.
Oh?
A final multitude.
If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Fuck, okay. If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just gonna stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time.
Oh.
I'll wait with you.
Oh. Why is the entity like... It's scary yet calming yet... I don't know how else to put it. Like, they. Why do I feel like the narrator is a good guy, forcing different situations to create different versions of her? Could be. There is no waiting forever. Destroy my body or attack the entity. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
That's right.
I will be here, waiting for you.
And I, you, my queen. Oh no. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, final
You're
run.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Oh.
And in the basement of
And then
that
we
cabin
fully build her up.
is a princess.
Holy shit. Why do I feel like the narrator's a good guy, forcing different situations to create different versions of her? It could be. It absolutely could be that the narrator's been pushing around this narrative just to create it. Sort of like that thing with Metal Gear Solid, right? Where you thought that Kazuhira Miller was telling Snake to how to, like, you know, destroy Metal Gear, but in fact he was just activating Metal Gear.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ooh. Can someone else do this? Have you maybe considered? Do I get a reward for? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Silently continue to the cabin. Yeah, teaching it things to make it whole. What run should I do here? I'm like, how do I approach it?
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through.
It does sound different.
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slave. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
We're proceeding to the cabin, chat. There's still a lot of options.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
Yeah, he sounds...
Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No blade. I want to show love.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
That's the voice I know.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh no.
You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I think the narrator equals the mirror. Same! Just checking in on you. Hi. Hello, housekeeping. Hi, I think I'm here to save you? Slay you? You know what? I'm gonna say hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
The narrator sounds weird, though.
She's beautiful. How could
the
someone
narrator
like this
sounds
be a
almost
threat
like he's
to
given
anyone?
up.
I am begging you to stay focused.
Okay.
There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Well, hold on. Let's talk about first.
Okay.
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up. If I'm the first person that you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? True! You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked away. We can get to know each other better. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and this isn't worth the risk of you taking over the potential. Go back upstairs, retrieve the blade without saying another word. That's fucked up. You go downstairs, you say hi, you look at her, then you like walk back upstairs and you grab the knife. That's so messed up. That's such a fucked up way of interacting. You go downstairs, oh, whoa. That's not the face and the person I was expecting. Adds in a minute. I don't know anything about you, Froliner. If I'm the first person that you've seen in a while, sure, let's start off silly.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Oh?
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess.
Oh, no.
That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. I'll be very upfront. But I don't think you're actually... I'm starting to think it's true. There's something that doesn't... But I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I wouldn't doubt it, Nate, that like she would eat the passerby rodents, considering how she can chew through her arm like nothing.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Oh.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
I've been told enough. I'm hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have a no, which is why I don't actually think you're dangerous.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
All right, let's help her, chat. I still have a mute for... Let's see what we can do. Let's examine these chains.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
No.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't any keys, you... Yeah, and if there isn't any key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Sure. Aww.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it
I'm
meant we could
trying to
finally
get
be
a
free.
good, happy princess at the end here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but is someone else here?
Alright, let's try,
You try the door. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the prince.
Alright, return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I'm looking at this princess, I'm like, how can I save her this
I heard
round?
the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Yes, ma'am.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Compared to her chopping off her head, this isn't affecting me as much anymore.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes
Nom
from
nom
behind
nom
you.
nom nom.
The clang. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh no.
Without hesitation,
Oh,
bring the blade down and plunge it
no.
into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
Oh.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
All right, hold on. But she was biting through her arm, and she was already getting close enough to break from it. How could she put weight on that arm? I cut her back.
I thought we had the upper
Oh
hand.
no.
But
Oh
it's as
no.
if she's barely even threatened by us.
Oh
It's an
no.
act. She's wounded and unarmed.
Fight or flight?
There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blades to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her
That
arm.
after we just talked to the severed head, right?
Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Slay
Though
the
your
princess.
nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done
You
your
can't
fair share
repent,
of damage as
runs.
well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Can we? Give up. Run for the stairs and lock her inside. Maybe she'll bleed out. We know she won't. We know she won't. We can give up, though. If we run for the stairs, I have a feeling that she's just gonna... She's probably gonna get us. But if we give up, she's gonna kill us. I mean, she's died before. Run for the
Princess
stairs.
is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of it. What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You're safe.
For now.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Oh no. Oh no.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come.
Oh
Instead, your rest is broken
no.
by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side.
This is a fucking horror movie.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Ah!
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something
This
out
is
of
an
a nightmare.
amazing game. What the fuck?
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
Oh no.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece.
Oh no.
I won't forget what you did.
Oh
And I'll
no.
never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
No, not by any capacity.
It doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my... It'll only make you bleed out. I don't think her energy is wasted, unfortunately. She could probably do these for hundreds of years. If I ignore her, go to bed, I'm probably gonna wake up with her, like, eating me out. Not eating me. Ignore her and go to sleep. Just ignore it. Ignore it. Just ignore her. No, Hidokara, no. Bleed out. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think a couple of cuts is enough to do me in? I'm not as frail as you think.
Ah!
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
What the fuck?
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Ama? Necesito agua bendita. Holy shit, I need to go get some holy water or some shit. Covering my eyes, be right back. No, Linda, no.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin,
This is fine.
unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one
Oh!
side at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs
What the
shutting down
fuck?
one by one.
Ah!
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything
What the
ends.
fuck? What the fuck? What in the actual fuck? Ah! 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 GG, I
I'm
guess.
sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, the nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
This is the run you ended
You're
on,
here
huh?
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
She's going to kill me again. You actually covered your eyes? Oh, Lena.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
Oh my.
If he doesn't
my.
remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Oh, we got the voice of the paranoid! No way that the game actually takes this into account. Oh.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met.
Oh no.
Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
What if we just turned around and left? No worries, Amethyst. I appreciate it. What if we just turned around and left? Chat. What if I don't... I feel like if we go, we proceed to the cabin. So we got the furry backstabbing, the princess What if we just turned around and left? Because we go back in there, she's gonna be pissed. It's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be horrible. Now the nightmare. Did I forget someone? Oh. Oh. I'm in between proceed to the cabin or turn around and leave. Chat. La 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 by a tree somewhere. Oh.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
No. No, literally. It just told us we can't. Nameless one. It literally just says, oh yeah, no, you can't. All right, let's proceed to the cabin. Oh,
Those are two. Let's say for a moment that you died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to
the
me.
princess, venga pa' acá, pendejo, te voy a agarrar.
We listened to you, all right. Worst decision of our incredibly short life. We tried to slay her, we really did. But she was going to kill us. It was either lock her in the basement or let her finish tearing us to ribbons.
Oh no.
Well then, congratulations.
Oh, no.
You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. You want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us?
Right.
Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing? What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and
Oh
now
my
everyone's
God.
right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us.
Yeah, that was fucking nightmare material.
And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether?
Yeah,
If it's
feel
the
free,
latter,
nameless one.
What do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop
Yeah,
her?
this is. Ooh.
What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Nightmare, my beloved. I always feel like this is some sort. I always feel like this is some sort of trap, right? I'm hoping for a moment of clarity in all this. Let's proceed to the cabin, because otherwise we're gonna get caught up in
A warning. She will lie. I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust.
Oh no. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls
Oh,
almost
fuck.
featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open,
Oh, fuck.
inviting basement doorway.
Yeah,
blade
I'm
is your
gonna take
implement.
this knife right now.
You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on.
Oh
What happened to the
no.
There was a door here last time.
There's no door anymore. We can't hide from this.
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us.
She's
been
waiting for us.
Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
Look at the windows, man. Look at the windows. We're being seen right now. What the fuck?
So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Alright, I'm gonna take the blade. I don't
You
care
reach
about
down and pick the blade up off
I don't
the
care
floor.
about the mirror. We're gonna
It
go
would be
forward.
difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something...
Can we have a bomb?
I don't know. Better than a knife?
Oh, no.
Could we have a bomb?
Oh, no.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
This whole cabin is different than I remember. You didn't say, let's enter the basement. Let's just enter the basement.
You cross over the threshold and
Bro,
onto
what
a
is
series
this?
of isolated steps, suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
What the fuck?
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
In this case, I'd prefer the mob.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
Hello?
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need
no,
a
thank
game
you.
plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think so. Sweep off into the void between the... Step off into the void. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm going to continue down the stairs in silence. Because I feel like if I talk to her, I'm just going to piss her off. If I talk to her, it's just going to piss her off even more. Call of the void. Call of the void. You know what? Fuck it. Let's communicate. Let's see if we can...
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
No.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness.
What? Where is
A
she?
smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement. Mark, she could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
Yeah, this is...
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
Right.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Okay.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
No, pues ya con esto ya chingo. Go back the way I came. Go back the way I came. Just, no, under the stairs. Oh, no. Oh, no. I feel like if I do nothing, I'm going to get caught. Like, fuck this shit, I'm out. If I go left, I'm going to get caught. If I go right, I'm going to get caught. Let's just go back the same way we came from. Let's just back out.
You turn back to the stairs, only to find that they aren't there.
Of course.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
Tengo miedo.
There you are.
Ah! What the fuck are
Going
you?
to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
Ah.
This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart, lungs. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
What the fuck?
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
Heart, lung, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Chat, help me out. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Oh no. Oh
You have
no.
seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart.
Lungs, liver, nerves. Oh no.
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Lungs.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Heart. Lungs.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Oh.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Oh.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm not going to try to kill you. So do your worst.
Nerves,
Toss the blade
lungs,
and remain with your nightmare.
nerves,
Oh, fuck.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Oh, fuck. Run, slay the princess.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Toss the blade.
liver.
And I guess we're gonna remain with their nightmare here. That's the only option that comes out to be.
Are you serious? Nerves, heart, lungs. You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission. Nerves. Nobody's happy here, but
Maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
heart,
Oh no. Chat, what the fuck?
heart. She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
Ugh.
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Ooh. That's torture. That's straight up torture.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
This is fucking dark. This is fucking dark. Holy shit.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery.
It dies.
It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Oh. 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 This is fucking this is just poetry in motion. This is beautiful. What the fuck?
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
But it's an
Let
editing
me
thing.
out!
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
Even the narrator.
Can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Thanks so much for the follow, Off-Brand Offspring. What the hell is this game? Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3. Chapter 4. Chapter 9. Chapter... Ooh. The moment of clarity. Hidokara, thanks so much for the sub.
You're on a path in the... Shit.
What the fuck?
What the hell was that?
What the fuck?
Who are we?
What the fuck? What? Wait. What? I thought it was game over.
There was a princess, I think. It's all
Voice
so
of the broken.
fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
Oh.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that.
What a fucking run, chat. What a fucking run. This is awesome. This is fucking awesome. What a run.
We're supposed to let her out.
Oh, and we have the
It's
voice
really
of the
only way
opportunist.
this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
Right.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever,
Oh!
I think.
Oh!
We're supposed to be unfeeling.
All the
How many
voices are
times
here.
Do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
Oh. And Super Smash Bros. Brawl, everyone is here.
We love her, so we have to set her free.
Right.
Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
Yes. Unfortunately, yes.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
This is absolutely wild.
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
The voice of the
This is
cheated.
bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
One too many, narrator. One too many. I think they're all wrong. That's a good question. How many times have been... What if we don't go to cabin? Can you make sense of them? I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. The only way out is to do nothing, so nothing I will do. Stay where we are. I don't think that really does anything. We have to proceed to the cabin. Do I really think they're all wrong? I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her. That's a good question. How many times have we been here? Smitten is always right. Smitten is right.
I don't care how you feel.
Oh, okay. Thank you,
You have
narrator.
to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either.
Oh,
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me. He's worse than her.
oh no. All right. I think they're all
Of
wrong.
course we're wrong.
She's the only thing that's right.
Damn straight.
Obviously they're all wrong.
They're
What are
all
you going to
wrong.
do about it?
getting back to his earlier question.
There's
Can you make
nothing worth
sense?
making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
Well, they've all gone through different elements of what it means to be loved and or hated or paranoid or caused trauma by. Not.
Yet you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
Right. What happens if we don't go to the cabin?
We've tried that.
We
It
have.
doesn't work. Our hearts always brought us back to her. The deck is stacked. So many paths, and they're all circles.
Yep. Getting back to his earlier questions, how many times have you all been?
Many times.
It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
Huh.
It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do what she says, and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they
And it
won't be fine for you.
Fine.
There's no difference between fine and not
Fine.
fine. It just goes on and on.
The little. Wow. This is one hell of a fucking run. But that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here some of those other times? Did someone else make the decision? Ooh.
What does here even mean if you really think about it?
Shut up. You were here.
Every single time. You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged. You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
Oh. If I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that did
Don't
it.
think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her. Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment? Ugh, here you go philosophizing.
That's a good
again.
question.
It never goes anywhere.
He's a good question, man. Even I'm like, fuck. So then what are we in that regard?
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares?
But no one's asking how am
They're
I?
good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers. And they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
Right.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago. Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
Proceed to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
What the fuck?
Don't ask him about the mirror.
You got it,
He
hero.
always says he never sees it.
He always lies. And he always makes it gone.
Right.
Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth.
Yeah, this is all. They all sound broken.
Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
What's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be
They've been
heard?
heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions and all. Or you could just give up.
Hero, you sound absolutely broken.
Walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin.
The cabin that isn't there.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Break the mirror.
Smash it to pieces.
Break the
She's
mirror.
on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back.
Right.
Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Proceed.
Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
The trees, man. They're talking.
That's a new one.
Do you think it'll work?
Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment.
I am like, I'm completely shocked. The way that this is written out, this ending that we have right now.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Take it. It's the only way forward.
I guess I have to take the blade. I have to take it.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth. You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
No. No, señora. No, I'm not a coward. No, ¿cómo cree? Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
And closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could knock you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
And she has like 6
But
arms?
forever is so long. And time erodes everything.
Saris, welcome on in with your party of 17. Yo, welcome on in. How you doing, Saris? Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. We are currently playing Slay the Princess. Scuffed raids only. Let's go. How was your stream? I hope you had a good one. Because that's how she feels. Right. It's the same thing with the trees, right? And with like everything else. Everything's disconnected because of this, right? Also true move. Almost 2 years, mate. Woo.
Except for me. I've
Ugh.
already taken your will, and you're not getting it back.
Give it back! Let me in! Let me in!
All that's left is for you to take my hand and let me out.
No, pues.
It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything.
Oh shit, okay.
Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something.
Oh,
Do
God.
anything that isn't taking her hand.
You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago. There is no other ending. We can't resist, chat. Chat, we literally can't resist. The only thing that we can do is take her hand and set her free. Oh shit! Oh no!
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even.
It is a weakling to Princess.
I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
It's over, chat.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
No worries, Saris. I appreciate you. Oh my goodness.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
Oh my goodness. The princess exhausted slumps.
Why is it so cold?
You thought you were an entity, but in reality, here comes the real entity. You had 6 hands. The entity comes in with 300 unseen hands. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone.
Oh.
Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost.
Holy shit, that was a wild one.
That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her.
As always.
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
I'm kind of scared to look at myself. Myself.
I think I'd like that.
Oh no.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Alright. Tashi.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready.
Oh.
It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting.
Oh?
My heart feels quiet.
Oh?
The game was always going to end.
Oh?
I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep. I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Gaze into our reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and you see it. A figure faint and veiled in shadow beyond your reflection. It's a fucking raven! That's a raven! Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Ugh! So, you're the narrator. I was wondering if I... Oh, in the shards. In the broken shards. It's the... So you're the narrator. I was wondering when I'd get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Shit. Ooh. What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm
Oh,
the
the
only one
person
who
that
make
made
that
me?
claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Ooh, okay. You said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
Right.
But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Every time I ask you something, a piece of you breaks, or you're part of me or something. So, do you know about so many of the times I met you, why did you lie to me? If you made me, then what am I? I wasn't supposed to see all this. What is the princess? Did you make her too? The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this too? Do they know about what you want me to do to them? And what is my true identity? Destroy the mirror. Ooh, a lot of people to death and to dementia. Do you think anyone deserves to live? Do you have anything to... Yeah, for all this hubris.
The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Ooh. Okay. After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Ooh, okay. What is the princess? Did you make her
She is
too?
the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be.
Ah,
An
okay.
echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
So she literally becomes that which we perceive her to be. Monster, ghost, broken, you know.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you.
Ooh.
This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task.
So that's why
you
he
will
was so
still have a
hush-hush.
chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Ooh. What would it be like to live in a world without her? Couldn't you have told me all of this from sort? I would have helped you. If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small? Why did you make her a princess? Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or an ugly slice of bread? True. How am I supposed to destroy an abstract What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? And what is my true identity? Why did you make her a princess?
I didn't make her a princess, but I wove the idea of her
Four
into
elementals,
something your
welcome on
scattered
in.
mind could fathom. You chose for that something to be a princess.
So that came from me. You would want me to destroy the concept of transformation. Do you know what things won't just be worse? Do you know that things won't just be worse if I kill her? Oh. This is so good, the Grim. I'm looking at this and we just had a hell of a ride with the nightmare. Are you a part of me or something else? Why couldn't you have just told me all of this from the beginning? If she's capable of becoming something small. So many questions, and unfortunately, we only have a couple left. Oh, oh. Okay, why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation?
Because among other things, she is death itself.
Yeah, but
To rid
that's...
the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
Ooh, okay. If I destroy her, one of them... So what am I? And what is my
You're
true
the
identity?
long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh, shit. I want you to know that this has been torture. If I destroy her, how is that existence any better than death or even different than death? Honestly, it feels worse. Damn! Do you know that things won't just... Exactly. How do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? Yeah.
Of course they won't be worse. I saw a glimpse of a better world, and I did what I could to make it real. Anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Oh. Oh. Think you're out of time. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. I'm going to slay her. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. Say nothing and watch him end.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away.
Holy shit.
You know what you have to do.
The final fragment, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one final time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh! Hello? Oh my goodness. Hello.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Hi.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear about our conversation? Ooh. Ooh. Harem root, let's fucking go.
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
But the thing is, everything has to end in some capacity, and if we're able to go ahead and understand that the god of death doesn't necessarily mean it's negative. Like, I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Interesting how her hair is just versions of her, and all of her cells are trying to join into her. So what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Right.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Ooh.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk through this. I still have so many questions I need to answer before an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what's the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what? Yeah, if it would all lead to this. There has to be another way. This can't just be me coming down to slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know where or how to leave. Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Right. If there has to be another way, but I feel like that's passive. Oh, man, my mind's... There's so many stories left that can really just...
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well.
Hey, wait.
If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Wait.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart.
Wait!
And there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared.
Oh.
You are the only thing like me, and I am
Oh.
the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude?
Oh.
Thrust it on creation?
Explore, address this vessel statements directly. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what this is. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since I've got. Argue you act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. I won't engage with your violence. Address this statements. Yeah, address this vessel statements directly. Thank you for sharing yourself with me. I don't need to share my heart with anyone. I wish I could have shared my heart with me. You've showed me your heart to break me. It was a terrible thing to see. If that is what this world takes to rid the world of suffering, I could bear the solitude. Thank you for sharing yourself with me. I wish I could share my heart with you. BAM!
But you already have in so many ways. It is beautiful and adored. When movement slows and the dust settles, I hope you'll leave with me. To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you found me, and we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us.
Right.
Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom.
Absolutely.
Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
You speak about life and death and changes. Let's address this vessel directly as well. Argue your independence. Reject her perspective. I want to engage with an argument that favors death and suffering. The path is just a metaphor. I want to protect them. I don't want to keep anyone still. What does the path matter? Yeah, I want to protect them as well.
And that is what I want too. To protect them from the horror of an eternity
Okay.
without me.
Okay. But death is a constant no matter what. Ooh.
A trick behind your mind, a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves.
Okay.
But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
Address this. If there are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there is no difference between growth and decay. I have already come so far. What more is there? With time, we could have been better, but you betrayed me. What potential was left for either of us to rise above? With time, we could have been better. Absolutely.
And there is always time.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's talk about this. Woo! Oh, the ghost.
Passes through you as unseen feelings. They remember the violence you inflicted on them.
Oh,
Yet
no.
they don't return it. I offer you absolution, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
Right. But that isn't what this has been about. Argue your independence, reject your authority. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting, remain silent. Can I remain silent? Ooh, but then is that... But without redemption, there can be no sin. And I would have sacrificed everything to free you again. Exactly. But without redemption, there can't be no sin.
And without contrast, there can be nothing at all.
Oh.
Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to
My
see it go?
God.
But the stakes meant
Oh.
nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there
My
was
princess.
nothing that could hold us back.
My princess. Stop the fight. Early. Surrender. Address the statement. That feeling never left me, baby. That feeling never left me.
Then there's no need for you to fight what we are. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together. Hand in loving hand.
Absolutely. Ooh, I'm ready. I want to leave with you. Stop the fight. I won't leave with you. Not until you see things from my perspective. Fuck. I want you to see things from my perspective, entity. And if I get this wrong, I get this wrong. It is what it is.
If you need more time to open your eyes,
Your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above all. No. I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? Slay the princess, slay the princess. How about love the princess? I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. Oof. So what do you think happens if we leave here? My perspective is I never wanted to fight.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words.
Oh!
Only peace lies with you.
Free yourself. I never wanted to fight! The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel sensation of the limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale. A twisted and crumpled, bound, and agonized tension to a finite plane. You feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides at infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Take her hand. Take her hand. At all once, the unyielding tension breaks. Oh, chat! We're breaking through it! You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
There can't be life without death. My love, let's step into the infinite. Let's become Fanta. You and her step into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware just as you always have been and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Together in Divinity, chat. Ended as king and queen, god and goddess. Jumping into this. Holy crap. What a beautiful game. Absolute fucking cinema. I'm still taking this in. I'm still taking this in. That is... Oh no. Because at the end of the day, like, there's so many moral questions. So many aspects that are thrown at you. I'm sure that there's still more endings. Absolutely. You got one of the ending of the endings. And it's just the first run through. I know. That's what I'm surprised about. It's our first run through. Wow. Holy shit, chat. Oh, Wednesday the Snake. That seems like it was a pretty good ending. That seems like it was a pretty good ending, chat. Our song, finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. Oh. Now that you finished the full story for the first time, you've also unlocked the gallery. You can access it. Help you find undiscovered vessels and interactions. Happy hunting. Aww. Ladies and gentlemen, did you like it? What a phenomenal game. I wasn't expecting this. I was not expecting this. Might have had a mystical experience. I was not expecting this sort of like depth and in-game questioning of morals, of, you know, ethics, of even like what does it mean to be there, right? That was a great way to end. Honestly, that was phenomenal. That's Oregon, thanks so much for the follow. That's a phenomenal way of going through and just compiling ourselves, and even have to argue with this entity at the end as to what it means to be there, right? And have this ending of walking out as cosmic entities and knowing that life and death are two sides of the same coin. beautiful, absolutely beautiful and powerful game, ladies and gentlemen. For your guys' first playthrough of it, because this is my first playthrough of it, how was it? What endings did you get? What was your guys' response through it, through it all? Did you slay the princess in every single run, or did you try and help her? What was your whole experience with this game? Ladies and gentlemen, color me absolutely intrigued by this. We will be playing other run-throughs throughout our time here, and I will be asking for help because I really want to go more in depth. I really want to try my first run that I did to like the voice of the Smitten and see what I missed and explore as much as I can. YouTube, come and join us every Friday. It's a video game Friday after whatever ReZero or shows out there. And then Sundays as well, we play a different game at the very end there. You guys are absolutely amazing. There are other routes out there, the Thorn, the Tower, so on and so forth. I'm going to need help in reaching them. The next game after this is, I know we have What Remains of Edith Finch, which will only take one stream. But we have a couple others out there. To the Moon, Amori, Undertale, Franbo, The Beginner's Guide, Death Stranding. There's a lot of games out there that we're probably going to be touching base on. I can't recommend this game enough. That was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. With that being said, YouTube, if you guys liked our first blind playthrough of this masterpiece, hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe, please. It means the absolute world, especially as we dive deeper and deeper into more and more video games and uncover a little bit more of sort of understanding the psychology behind it. And for this game, hey, take control of your life. We all have decisions to make, and ultimately, are you going to be passive in your life, or are you going to take the next step? Wherever you are in this world, whatever decisions you make, you don't have to justify it to anybody but yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls on YouTube, practice some self-care. If you're going through some rough times, find a mental health professional in your area. You guys are absolutely amazing. I'll catch you guys next time. Us still here.